updates that's coming up, it gets mad interesting because like it's weird too. Like that necromancy part. Like I can literally show you where they thought of necromancy like already. Like if you go to Varrock and if you go to Maze Caravan, like the chest, and if you've done the Gower's quest, this is or like this will be like that hint toward the Zamorakian Undercity. This is what I'm talking about. You would get the disc of returning. You would scan it. Oh, I gotta go to a bank. Right, so you get this, and you would go behind the scenes. Because this is where I knew that they, like, I had a feeling that they were gonna come out with, like, the witches. Right, so you know how behind the scenes, matter of fact, I don't know why they don't upgrade behind the scenes. Like, you have Durazak, Claudia, all of God Wars 1, Araxor, Lucian, Virago, right? But where's the beta room? Where's the beta room? There it is. I see it over here. Yeah, I'm telling you, if you do Quest, bro, Quest is literally the coolest thing in this game. Like, the one thing I understand about RuneScape is that they don't just release shit for no reason. You get what I'm saying? They really don't. They don't just say, "Oh, look, here's a boss. Go fuck with it." No, like they really got reasons why they do stuff. And that's why I had loved in that one stream Jagex had did. They were like, "Oh, for the filthy space bars." It's true. It's like if you don't read the quest, you're not going to know what the fuck's going on. All right, so but anyways, let's go to the beta room, right? So we're here in the beta room. You see Max. This was funny. The 99, riding. And there's a whole bunch of locked doors, right? You would see doors here, right? You can see one that looks like sailing, but this looks like the Thalassia, like the that big old monster when you go to the fishing guild and you have to go do a quest for them, and you use that little boat. This looks like that little boat. This really looks like that little boat. But they were like, "Oh, this might be sailing." But if you try to open, and you can try to open it, and it looks like someone forgot to turn the ocean off, right? They don't give you many clues, but they let you know what's going on with it, right? So with this one, you would see an acid, but since Araxor is already out, and I don't think they're gonna keep this behind doors. So it says the acid skill shelved due to concerns. Okay, fair enough. But you see a little bit coming out. This one, and I mean, I'm not going to go through all of them, but you can see a lot of them. Like, you can see there's a lot of doors, right? But you remember how Invention was announced in 2016? Well, this quest was in 2016. So if you look at this skill, it says, my eyes. What is this? The blinding you with science skill? That should have given you a hint where Invention was, because you know how the light bulb, it brights, that's like clues to what that skill would have been, right? So let's just go to the door that I'm talking about, right? So you got the door. This is where I think they'll continue with the Tournament of Blood. I think so because there's blood on the floor, but I hope Jagex, picks up their bootstraps, dog, because what's it called? Like, on the RuneScape surface, if you go to old school RuneScape, and I already made a video on this, but you see right here where this marker is in Myra Ditch, there's nothing there. But in old school RuneScape, this is where the Tournament of Blood is. So if you go there, there's nothing occupying it. But anyways, this is what I'm talking about. If you go to this door right here, right? No, hold on. Hold on. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. I think it's this one. It should be this one. The door is barricaded unusually firmly. Behind it, you hear a sound as of a million females chanting Pargon. And if you know anything about runes, like you know how like RuneScape got the main thing is about runes and power, and like you know how it says behave. That's basically telling you these runes mean words, right? Or letters of the alphabet. So the sound of a million female voices, and if we pay attention to who's really in the Zamorakian Undercity, it's a bunch of bitches. It's all women in there. They're all witches, and all the security guards are the males in the front, like the wizards, but majority of them are the women, like Eterna and all them, right? So and Pargon, the only place I've ever heard Pargon, which basically just means power, and they're all screaming Pargon, so all of them are just singing power, 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 right? So if you ever played Eternal Darkness Sensity's Requiem on GameCube, that's where this was from. So, and all it would mean, it would just means power. Like you would just add like an amplification to a spell. That's all that meant. But this is where in my head they were like, okay, this is necromancy. But let's go to a couple NPCs that we know are dealing with necromancy, right? So if you go to Port Sarum and you go a little north, yeah, you go north from that lodestone. This is how you kind of knew. There's a guy that deals with necromancy here, right? Malignus Mortifer, and he summons a little goofy little skeleton, right? So this hit, and if you examine him, and this is also why I love RuneScape. Like if you examine things, they'll tell you stuff. A master of necromancy, so he may be the one to give you the skill cape. Maybe you never know, right? And you have all these wizards behind him, right? So I'm waiting for him to like summon it. There you go. You see how he says stuff, and then you see a skeleton, right? You see, you putting it together. Yeah, you see 1 and 2 equals. Yeah, you know what I'm saying, right? So and you see how it follows him, but it dies. So it may be just a short burst of like damage, and then it just disappears, right? So here, let's go to another NPC that is dealing with necromancy-ish. And there's a lot of quests, if you haven't been paying attention in the game, that deal with necromancy. But let's go to the catacombs. Let's just go to the catacombs. So if you go to Lumbridge, head south and then east, you go to enter the catacombs. And if you remember, this was the quest where you saw Saradomin, and you had to deal with like 3 little people here. You can either spare them or kill them. You know, just spare them because you know they can always change. You know, just you'll be alright. Right? So if you go down here and you go down these stairs over here, and this is also a Master Quest Cape achievement. You would collect all these little masks pieces, or the mask pieces, yeah, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, blah blah blah. Right? So you would just traverse all of this. It's just putting 2 and 2 together. That's really what it is. But I really hope it is an elite skill. I would really hope it's an elite skill. Like you would just add prayer, magic, summoning. I think those would be the best ones, because prayer, it deals with your like your faith and all that. Or at least I should be. But yeah, you see Dragrith Nern, and if you examine him, a mindless husk of a long dead necromancer. So you get what I'm saying? Next thing you know, you can talk to him. Like he'll be like another thing. Instead of him just being attackable, he can be the thing. He can be somebody else that we can talk to. It'll be cool also if they added Het, or like, you know, the Het tablet. Pretend if Zamorak had dropped it or something, we get that back. What's it called? You know the Zogres or the Zogers, right? You know the black prism? It's in Yanil. I don't think I can get it back though. But if you go to Yanil, and I'm pretty sure you know about the Zogres. Let me see, where is it from here? Yeah, Gutanoth. But let me see, where was it? It was near here. I think it's this. I think it's Jigig. I think it's Jigig. But let me just show you what I'm talking about with a black prism. Hopefully you can still get it, but I doubt you can. Because when I was on Fresh Start Worlds, I was playing like all the quests again, and they mentioned Necromancy a lot. Because the Zogres are infected with that. Where's the where's the ladder? There it is. Right, so and then you would talk to this guy right here. Right, because the Wizards Guild and the Wizards inside, they know about Necromancy. If you, like, during the quest when you ask them, they're like, why are you dealing with this? And they're like, hey, look, I'm trying to do a quest because, you know, these ogres over here, they zombies, but they're animated. So how is that possible? And they're like, okay, well, we know one guy that deals with it, and it was this guy right here. Right? So, so how do you get rid of the undead ogres? And there was a black prism. Let me see. Right, undead ogres. Yeah, but I don't think I can get that no more. I don't think you can get the black prism anymore. Yeah. Yeah, you don't get it back. Let me see. Bomb. Yeah. But those are the main things, because they always mention it. Oh yeah, they mentioned the brutal arrows. Yeah. But there was this thing called the black prism. Let me see if I can pull that up. Black prism. RS3. Let me see. And that is also too, that might deal with the black stones again. Because the black stones, like, I don't know if you ever looked at Siriu, and you know the black stones that are in his neck? And of course, Terraket. Yo, Terraket is the same Yo, isn't Terraket a necromancer? Yeah, look at that. Terraket was a necromancer. Yeah. Alright, so yeah. And Ulian, what's it called? So the black stones, if you ever examine the black stones in Siriu, if you examine it, it said there are spirits writhing in the black stone. Like there's a whole bunch of spirits trapped inside. So imagine we get the black stones again, cause we still gotta deal with what's his name? What's his name? From the horrors, like, you know, the skeletal horrors, the jungle horrors, the regular horrors. Matter of fact, do I have that teleport? No, it's on regular spellbook. Where is it? Where is it? I need that the invitation box. I need the box. I don't think I have it in here. Yeah, I do have it. If you look at this. Oh, they call it the Mwanu. Yeah. If you look at the like, if you ever read the quest line, like the text, it would they were saying the Mwanu. And the Dragonkin knew about, like, the Black Stones, and who else knew about the Black Stones? It was pretty much ports. Like, that's kind of how ports came into existence. Ports dealt with a lot of the Black Stones, and this guy right here, Rag and Bone Man. Oh, they can do so much with ports. Oh, they can do so much with ports. But yeah, the skeletal horror, and they were telling you about like, if you ever read the notes, like the journals he gives you, and he tells you go to Mosla Harmless, and you can get the Festering Journal, and it was the Festering Journal, basically all the journals that you will get from the horrors, and they'll tell you why they turned into the skeletal horrors, or the jungle horrors, or the regular horrors. Or the cave horrors, right? They were basically saying how when they were looking toward the ocean, and you see how ED3 is in the ocean, this is what happened. They were basically saying how when they went toward the ocean, they can hear a song, and it was a beautiful song, and how the people on Mosla Harmless, they were enticed by it, and they were in love with the song. Like, you know how sirens in the real world, they will be like, you can hear them calling to you, or pretend if you're on a boat and you'll be like, I just want to jump in the ocean, right? So what they did in Mosla Harmless, they literally went inside the ocean, and they were gone for a while. But when they came back into like a twisted horror like they turned into something different. So they would hide their face with the black stone, because if you look at the like the black mask, it's like a hard it's like a hard rock. It's basically a black stone. So that's another thing too. And what's it called? Like, in the ED3 quest. Matter of fact, let me see if I don't think I can. I gotta go to Mosla Harmless. Let me show you what the hell I'm talking about. Because the ambassador, I don't think was. I mean, let's be real here. The ambassador was not like what he was saying made sense. You get what I'm saying? Like, when you would fight him, he was like, "Oh, you're nothing but a footnote in history. This is who comes to kill me." And something about mediocrity. He's like, "Oh, you love your mediocrity?" He's like, "I want you to be better." So I'm like, you could claim him as a villain, but what he said made kind of sense. Because, like, in reality, let's just look at it like this, right? Do you think you can reach 10,000 in rage being mediocre? No. Can you reach 1,000% being mediocre? No. 4,000%? No. Archglaco 4,000%? No. Telos? No. You get what I'm saying? So it's like he has some validity. And another thing... Oh yeah, my bad. Let me get the... What's it called? The Big Book of Piracy. Piracy. There it is. Let me go to Mosla Harmless. Yeah, man. It gets deep. Like, this game is deep as shit. Like, they think this game is just PVMing and bullshit. Nah. But yeah, the necromancy part, yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Right, so if you come in here during the quest, you can see how Cranon, or the ambassador, and if you ever read, like, the ED3 notes that you can pick up from the floor, they were talking about, like, how the black stones were, like, talking to them. And what was the god called in Erebus? It was oh my god, I forgot the name of the boss. Or like the in Erebus, like, how in Erebus it's they call him the Unspoken, the 10,000 hand one. The jungle horrors called him the oh my god, I forgot what they called it, but it was some cool name. But yeah, you would see this portal, right? There are other worlds than this, right? So you can see another world in here, and then you could see the mural, like all the murals that happen. Oh, let me see if I can change this around. Right, so you would see all that happen. Damn, I really forgot what he's called. Hold on, what, the 1,000 hand one. RS3. Yeah, because, what's it called? That the V, the Fremennik god V, he saw what he did. The 1,000 hand. Damn, hold on, I'm really trying to find it. Hold on. Hold on. I know, and I know... Oh, Zaltak! Yeah, my bad. So Zaltak, he doesn't do anything. Zaltak doesn't attack you. He doesn't. Yeah, he basically doesn't hit you, like physicality, but he makes you think. He makes you feel a certain way that forces you to do something. So it's like he basically gets inside your head. So you can see the ritual with this, right? With the Dragonkin performing a ritual. There's Cranon, who is crossed out. Right? And then you see Zaltak grabbing whoever he can, the Thousand Hand one. That's why in the Ambassador fight, there's like a whole bunch of hands that come out. Right? The black hands, black stones. Yep. ED2 is the same thing. Because if you ever fought, what's the name? The Blackstone Dragon, you can see how she's corrupted in the mind. Because if you're fighting the Blackstone Dragon, she's like, you banished it? How? Like, when you defeat the 4 black hands, she's gonna be like, what? I need to know how you did it so I could be free of it myself. So that's really why she tries to kill you. Right? And then, you just see a whole bunch of nonsense. And then this one right here, this is a big one. This one, that you can't discern it. Like, you can't see it. So this is... You can tell there's something missing here. Right. Just depicts rubble and destruction. Right, so it's real layered on how much, like, they really thought of stuff. You can tell. But honestly, that's really all I can really decipher from, like, Necromancy. Like, if you just go through all the quests and all that, that's pretty much all I can really decipher. It's deep, and I'm pretty sure I'm missing something. I feel like I'm missing something. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I can, like, remember with Necromancy. Oh, and of course, the Tablet of Het was to bring back the souls and revive them to real, like a real soul, instead of how Zamrak and all the witches were doing with the, the portals, or like, the incantations, like, the pentagram with the circle in it, with the runes surrounded by it. Yeah, yeah. So instead of, like, bringing a soul back to animate a dead body or a skeleton, they would literally bring back the real body and soul with the Tablet of Het. That's kind of how it was, like, orientated. But if you didn't do this quest, this portal would be open. Like, you would see this portal. And you can see it here, like, if you just go through. Yeah, it's like a portal. Like, you can see it, like, swirling over here. You can see it. You can see it swirling. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got with the Necromancy.